Right now, the leading cause of poisoning amongst children ages 1 to 5 is fentanyl poisoning. The biggest hazard that fentanyl in particular poses is an inhalation hazard. Although people can get poisoned with fentanyl through getting it on their skin, the risk of that is significantly lower than getting it either inhaling it or getting it into their mucous membranes through their mouth, nose, ears.
Hi, my name is Rick Bennett. I'm the president and CEO of FentanylCleanup.com.
My name is John Kempf. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of FentanylCleanup.com. My background is I've been with the, just recently retired from the Idaho State Police, where I spent 27 years in law enforcement. I became a subject matter expert in fentanyl and illicit fentanyl specifically, and was the commander of not only the Domestic Highway Enforcement Drug Interdiction Team, but also the DEA North Idaho Narcotics Enforcement Team based out of Coeur d'Alene. So I spent most of my career dealing with illicit drugs as part of a group of people that started the Fentanyl Education Project, where we would go out and do community talks and talk about the horrors that people see every day with fentanyl, not only from people that have a substance use disorder, but also family members that have been touched by this crisis. The things that struck me as I spent a lot of time doing community talks is there really wasn't any way for people to ensure that if they had a fentanyl exposure either in their house or their car, how to clean it up, how to properly clean it up. And so as I began to do some research into this, I realized there really wasn't any companies that have been doing this. So we use a couple of different solutions, including some proprietary chemicals that are used to neutralize dangerous drugs such as fentanyl and methamphetamine, cocaine, etc. And then from there, we will extract that residue that's left over, that's rendered harmless, but we extract that residue from the site and remove it. We use a cutting-edge technology, the 908 devices, MX908 devices mass spectrometer. So we conduct a test of the site before we do anything else, and it allows us to assess not only what harmful illicit drugs we're dealing with, but also what specific areas these drugs are contaminated. Then we do the removal process, the decontamination, and we conduct tests after that to ensure that, that all of the contaminants are removed safely. We also offer free training for companies that are interested in having their employees educated on some of the dangers that are posed by fentanyl exposure to methamphetamine, other things. We see this a lot with hotel staff, casino staff. We also see this with the rental car companies. One of the things I saw as the commander of the Domestic Highway Enforcement Team of the Idaho State Police was how many rental cars that these drug traffickers use to take powder fentanyl, pill fentanyl, and will pack these cars full with thousands of pills and ounces and pounds of powdered fentanyl into a rental car, and they get arrested from those, and those cars are seized and turned back over to the rental car company. But these vehicles are contaminated with fentanyl, and excited to get involved in is to help get these vehicles cleaned up. And with the use of the MX908 devices, mass spectrometer, it allows us to ensure, number one, that there is a trace or there are illicit drugs in the vehicle. And number two, after we get done the cleaning process and decontamination, that that vehicle is once again safe, returned for use to the public. If you're a business owner, a property manager, or a family member, and you feel that you have a fentanyl or dangerous drug contamination, please give us a call and we'll see if we can't help you navigate through this.